audio is different then. Why is that?
What do you mean? I changed it
Oh, okay.
because I was actually like
Live
blowing
stream off.
out. Yeah. Okay, we're we're live.
We are. It says live stream offline. Live stream offline.
We should be on no see this green button.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we're live. Okay, welcome back.
Welcome back to Past the Aisle.
Welcome back.
Another Thursday.
Yeah.
We just celebrated my brother's 18th birthday
And your birthday.
and my birthday.
I listened to the episode and I forgot to say happy birthday on that episode.
Oh,
the last
yeah.
week, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was talking about Sedona. We were talking about Sedona, and then I
Yeah.
listened to the whole episode again. I was like, I didn't even say happy birthday to Chi.
No, I mean, all last week was a big ass birthday trip.
That was cool. Yeah.
You know what? I didn't like. Now I think about it. It
Yeah.
felt like that drive to Arizona wasn't
Yeah.
bad. I was like, just
You were like, and we gave you coffee. On the
yeah,
whole
but
trip.
it didn't. You know, it didn't feel long.
Yeah, it didn't feel long. Yeah.
I was like,
Going to San Francisco, that feels long for some
well,
reason.
that felt long because we made all these stops. Like, we
Oh, we
picked
did?
up, you know, back in the day, we picked up someone. We
That was like
got
10 years
lost.
ago.
We got lost because Google told us the wrong thing, and then it felt long
I guess.
because of that.
Yeah.
But you know, if we were to go like when we dropped off Angelica or something that one time,
Oh, and it took you like 5 hours.
yeah.
I was like, whoa.
So I'm like, you know, if it's just one destination, it's quick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, my brother's 18 now. It's
Yay.
quite-
Steve-O. He's a part of
very-
our team. He runs our photo booth.
Very quick. Very quick.
Yeah. So how was that? How was the birthday? How's the like? Oh, your brother's 18 now. Like,
Yeah,
what's
he
that
feels
like?
after I mean these responsibilities, like even before he hit 18, I already told him what to expect and everything. And
Mhm.
it looks like he already knows. But he's maturing.
Yeah,
which
you used to
is-
tell me you tell him all these responsibilities, but it's
Yeah.
like one ear out the other, like most kids, I guess.
No, but then you know, when you sit down and then
Yeah.
things will start to come back to you again that someone told you this already,
Mhm.
then it probably caught up to his age. So
That doesn't happen, or that doesn't stop happening even in your 30s.
yeah. So yeah, I just like when just talking to him, he's more motivated, he's more he's just becoming an adult, you know, like yeah.
How's that? Like,
So-
is that like surreal when you see that
It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're able to conversate
a little bit
a
more?
lot smoother
Yeah.
than just about one stupid topic about
It's not
I
stupid.
don't, it's not stupid, but I don't know what it is. It's like,
What about drumming or music or?
well, it's still about music because that's his passion.
Yeah.
But then it's just more mature. Like he can be straight up
Yeah.
what he wants to say versus keeping it all in. He's not keeping things
Oh, cool.
inside anymore. He's
Yeah.
expressing himself,
Yeah.
which is I think that's what's the difference.
Yeah.
The difference.
The
Which
difference.
is
That's the
but
difference.
but yeah, so he also got into a relationship. That I think right after he got into a relationship, I feel he's more maturing.
Yeah.
Also caring. I think I think the parents, like his girlfriend's parents, really kind of taught him the real world. Like you just can't. You have to be polite to the parents. You have to, you know, be your best self.
Oh, good,
in front
good.
of the parents, right?
Good.
And you got to respect the rules and everything.
Yeah, that's
So-
great. Good.
So I think that's what probably opened his mind more of how to be a better person. Yeah.
And kind of be like in the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very sheltered.
Yeah.
You
So-
know,
But he's going now that he has a car. He's been going out more, so I feel he's more alive
yeah.
versus when he was like trapped
Yeah.
in, at home, or he didn't want to do anything because
Yeah.
he has no access or
Yeah, there's no
whatever.
motivation to go anywhere.
yeah.
But now he has a girlfriend to take somewhere.
Which I don't get because I always motivated him to drive when he was 15, right?
Yeah.
That you can get your license when you're 16, but I don't know why he
You're not a
wasn't
girl, and your motivation is often not motivating. It's pressure. It's
but
pressure, not motivation.
yeah, but I just don't get it. Like,
Yeah. He's just
I
not like you. That's
I
all.
just wanted to get out when I was 15. You know,
Yeah.
like I knew there's something out there,
Uh-huh.
and you can do a lot more. You can socialize more. But I know he's a true introvert.
Introvert. Yeah.
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 So
You know, I relate a lot to Steven, actually, because I remember we would have many conversations about Steven. Is Steven okay? But then I'd be like, no, I feel like he's gonna be fine because I was so similar. Like
yeah,
I didn't go out. I didn't drive till I was 18. Also,
yeah,
I was not motivated. Like I kind of tried to do it, but I feel like I'm putting on shoes that don't fit me, and there wasn't anything to motivate me.
hmm
That wasn't like you. Also, is like I gotta get out. Like no, I like being at home. I still love being at home.
I still want to get out.
I know you do.
If for some reason,
and I'm like, go.
for some reason, when I go out,
Yeah.
it's like I've already done it. I don't even know what to do.
I know, it's weird. And
It's
then,
weird, right?
And then you complain.
Like,
You're like,
I'm
why
trying
is it?
I'm trying to search for like a cool ass adventure, so I picked up. You can see here that big.
I
bag
was
right
not
here.
done speaking.
I know.
Okay. So, yeah. So I knew like Steven would be okay. He needs to just take his time.
Yeah.
You know, I see that in him, and then every now and again I'll just chat with him a little bit, like so small. And it's so cool that we have we're true introverts in the way that like the way that we communicate too.
Yeah.
Because like he's like my brother by marriage, so like every now and again he'll talk to me or whatever, and it's very surface, but then I just know where he's at because it's super relatable. Yeah. So I always knew like he'll be fine. He just needs to kind of go through life and be shocked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like probably that's kind of what's going on with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we spoke yesterday. I was like, so are you gonna tell me more about Leanne?
Leanne, yeah.
And then it's still surface, so you have to ask the right questions for him to kind of
open.
Try and open up about.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm trying to find a stargazing area. I'm trying. She loves sunsets and everything. I'm like, take her in Angeles Forest.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I was thinking of Hollywood because she likes to hike. I'm like, but so there's this app, right? Sorry, this is like totally off topic. Just in the middle of this.
Yeah.
So I said Hollywood is a bit far because and Angeles Forest is just up the street, especially from Fullerton. You can get up there within like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Versus Hollywood being stuck in traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Their kids nowadays, they have this app called 360 Track.
Oh.
I don't know if you heard of that ever.
What is it?
But parents track their kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which is like an iPhone tracker.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to track where's my family and stuff.
I heard that on the news.
But then there's this other really great app.
Yeah.
It's called 360. So parents are able to track their daughter, like where they're going and stuff. Yeah. And then I was just talking to him. So what have you guys done to try to trick this system?
Yeah.
He's like, she tried leaving the phone at home. And then, that just idles. It doesn't show that she's moving back and forth.
Yeah.
So that didn't work out. They were trying to sneak.
Oh yeah.
They were trying to sneak out.
You just put their secret out there, man. You just put them on blast. Well, I mean, every young person will sneak.
Yeah, they will always try and find a way. Before it was like try sneak out with another friend, right?
It's so sad. It's like if you just felt safe enough to be cool with your parents and be like, dude, we're gonna go out or whatever, and can you trust me? Or maybe you haven't had that relationship with your kids. That's probably why.
Yeah.
But to feel like you have to sneak around, that sucks.
Yeah, I think her parents are very Asian still. So she's half Chinese and half Filipino.
Oh Lord.
And
so strict.
And she's also going to a private Christian school.
Okay, yeah.
So,
all right, got you.
Which is not.
Those are the most freaky. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the most.
So how did you guys first met? And, and she was able to go to his high school and ask him out to Sadie's and.
Oh, they're from different high schools?
Yeah, they're from different high schools.
Oh, you just said private, yeah.
So, I was
Yeah.
like, hey, this is different. And she, she got a scholarship. She golfs.
Wow.
She got a scholarship in golfing to go
Nice.
in University of Connecticut.
So she's a good golfer.
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
So she's really skilled.
Nice.
And
Should teach Steve-O.
Steven was like, yeah, she's like Megan. Like,
Oh.
she's a tomboy. She likes to chill. She likes
Yeah.
to work out. She
Yeah.
likes to
Oh,
do sports.
that's
I'm
cute.
like, oh, okay, cool.
That's
So
cute. I
that's-
like that, Steve-O. Shout out. Shout out to Steve-O. It's
I
cute.
was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like he knows off the bat. And then he's like, yeah, I don't like the girly girls because they're a hoe. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, at least you know what you want. I like
Yeah.
that. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sneaking around. So what? They got tracked by the tracking app.
So her curfew is 8. On Fridays, it's like 10, I believe.
Yeah.
And once you're over 18, it's 11. But
Okay.
in her household, it's 8 from Monday to Thursday, and yeah,
Reasonable. Yeah,
Yeah.
very reasonable.
really reasonable. I mean, you're 18. I mean, you're gonna go to college really soon.
Yeah.
Might as well start experiencing like your surroundings. being
Yes.
street
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, Steve-O. Like, if I could drop you advice from one introvert to another, trust your gut. So if you feel something's wrong or off, like, listen to that. I think it's like, kids, peer pressure and
Yeah.
all this stuff come through, want to look cool, whatever. Like, that is so fading. But the problem is, young people, they don't give a fuck. They're like, I'm young. So they don't think about what we think about, obviously. So it's hard to tell somebody advice. I think another thing too is like, hey, if you mess up, if you screw up, you're always going to have your family to support you still, to love you unconditionally. Well, at least with us, I think. I don't know about your your parents. Asian style is very is very conditional love. So like once you screw up, they like make you feel it forever. But I think if you screw up, when you screw up, because you're gonna screw up sometime, know that you have family to support you. I think knowing that will
Yeah.
get a lot of, I think, stress off your back too. Like feeling like you screwed up or something. That's just my experience. Because if you have strict parents,
Yeah.
yours were kind of like half and half.
I mean, mine is like probably the same as it is.
Well, because your mom raised you, which was not very strict, versus your dad, which was
Yeah.
very strict. So you have a half and half.
But my screw up was just getting speeding tickets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I did screw up, like getting a permit. Like when I got my permit, I drove other people.
Yeah. That's not a big deal, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you're an introvert and you're naive the way that I was,
Yeah.
and Steven, too, is kind of naive. He doesn't know. He hasn't really been out there. He doesn't have all the street smarts and all that
Well,
stuff.
he almost screwed up
So,
for applying for Craigslist.
exactly. So
Craigslist
that
job.
scam, like, I remember, I think I fell for one of those scams before, like a pyramid scheme or something before. Because you just don't know. You're so naive. You didn't have that same ambition to get out of the house at 15. So you had a lot of time to just get some street smart. But if you're like me, or the way that I see Steven is just very naive. But just to be aware of it, I'm not judging you for it. It just happens because
Yeah.
you're just that kind of person. So if you could learn to trust the people around you and like, hey, that's so good that he came to you with that. And then you were able to tell him. And hopefully you weren't too hard on him, because it feels a little, you don't want to feel stupid, especially if you're young and you're 18 and you're a man. You don't want to feel dumb that you tried to do something
Yeah.
and then it was a scam or whatever, or like you got burnt from it. It kind of doesn't motivate you to go find another job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you have a support group in the back that says it's okay, like, just watch out for these things. Like, look out for this language. It's all right. Like, you didn't know. It's fine. But for next time, just be wiser, and know that you have people that will not judge you so harshly. Hopefully, you didn't. I don't know. You're super judgmental. So.
I really don't know.
So just to be like safe and like, hey, you could tell us. All right. Don't think you can't tell us stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the most important thing that I would like to hear when I was young. You can tell me. I'm not going to hate you for telling me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I felt like that was so my world. If I told you my mistake, then you're going to hate me, you're going to judge me, you're not going to love me the same way. You're not going to want to hang out, whatever, like, with parents or cousins or friends. Yeah. You don't want to tell them that you fucked up, cuz then you look like a douche, or you look stupid. That's a hard one if you look stupid, But the truth is, yeah, you're naive, so make sure that you go to the people that you trust and that are not gonna fault you too hard. We might razz you a little bit, like, come on, dude, you didn't see that. But still be safe and loving to come back to your support group. Yeah. That's what I would want to hear when I'm 18.
Yeah.
Because I'd be making so many mistakes.
Yeah, I really don't know how I came off, but I just remember he sent me the article and everything. I'm like, it's a scam. And that's all I said. He's like, oh, it's not a scam.
Yeah, you get defensive because you're trying to do something
really
good.
Defensive, and then
I get it.
Okay. At first I was thinking, okay, do you want to make this mistake? But then I just saved them. I'm like, okay, here's an article, read it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta make mistakes, right? Yeah. Like, you just gotta learn.
And then he gave the home address and everything. I'm like, oh.
So right. Now he knows, right? So, like, that's a big. Yeah. It's how you deliver it too. It's like how you deliver this saving moment.
Yeah.
Is it a like smack in the face? Is it being spanked?
Yeah.
Mentally spanked, or is it like, oh, dude, like, I really just want to look out for you. This happened to. You could play the relatable card. Like, this happens to a lot of people, like, because they just don't know.
I played the relatable card.
Yeah. So as long as you did
both
that,
cards actually.
I think.
I played the relatable card because I did do something like that. And I mentioned about like golf clubs and how I bought like, the fake golf clubs, right?
That's good.
But then at the same time, I said, don't trust Craigslist.
Right. I mean, it was kind of odd that he went to Craigslist when it's kind of known already that I think Craigslist is not trustworthy, but
yeah,
that's fine. I mean, yeah, if you're really just in your little hole and you never get out of it, then yeah you won't know, right? So no judgment. It's just now you know.
Yeah. So moving on.
Tell me about your big ass backpack over there.
It doesn't look that big, but if you kind of compare it
Why don't you bring it and show?
I'd rather not.
Literally, I could fit in there.
Yeah.
I could fit in there.
So what's in there is a paddle board.
Yeah.
Also known as SUP.
SUP?
Yeah, SUP. Stand up paddle.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
SUP.
What's up?
SUP.
So yeah, I just kind of, at first we were thinking of a kayak and everything. But
You're so loud, B.
Oh, sorry.
My ears are ringing.
At first, I was thinking about getting a kayak, but then I felt SUP is more portable. Just knowing that I can go to the ocean. There's like many little pockets, like at Balboa Park, or Belmont Shore, or even here in Benelli, where I can just, if you're fishing and I didn't feel like fishing that day, I can just go off doing my own thing.
Which we're gonna do today.
Yeah, we're gonna do today, and we're gonna test it out because it said that there's a 350-pound weight limit, so we're gonna test that out. Which is also cool for a review for.
I gotta charge the camera.
So we gotta do a review of this because
the waterproof camera.
There's not a lot of people that do reviews of this.
Okay.
And when I was trying to search, all they said, okay, it's like, I mean, there's people out there in Florida that tested it out, but I only seen like a person and a Labrador sitting on the stuff together. I mean, a Labrador is quite heavy as well.
So you don't know if it can support both of us?
It could support. I mean, it can. It's at 350, and then when we calculated our weight together, we're at 316. So I'm like, that's cool. Yeah.
It's all like this much above water.
I think we'll be fine.
All right.
Yeah, most of these advertisement are like for the average height, and they're like 5'6" and not taller.
Oh yeah, we're all small. All right, cool.
So the board is about 10'6", which we already tested it out when I blew it up that you fit like perfectly.
Well, we weren't on water.
Well, it's going to be better on water because it's a lake. It's not an ocean.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it'll be cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just think of it as like a flotation. I mean, it's a flotation device. So
Okay.
yeah, you just never been on one.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, and they're actually really stable because
Okay.
it's so large.
What do you guys do it in Newport or whatever?
We
When
did it
Jenna
in
with us?
Redondo,
Oh,
and I
Redondo.
felt like, yeah, you can stand on this. I mean, you can stand, you can run, you can do yoga on it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. People do yoga on this in the middle of the ocean.
All right.
It's pretty cool.
Okay. Well, what else happened?
What else happened? Like nothing else happened.
Okay. Okay, so what else happened for me? Maybe you can ask me like that, like,
Yeah.
oh,
So
what
what
else
else?
happened
So
for you instead
what
of
else happened for you?
okay, it's a two-way street, B. Let me see. Oh, we're hiring a new second.
Hmm.
Because we still haven't gotten a very good system down.
Yeah.
And it's been really frustrating to find a second for our team. And then I've been listening to a lot of, I think this is the most challenging part of running a business, I think. Because we can do all the things.
Yeah, you can do all the things. You can create a system, but
The
finding,
team has been the hardest.
I mean,
shit
with any
ever.
job, finding the right person to work with you is always a challenge. I think in any business, and I think we spoke about it a while back in like other episodes, but it's coming back, and it's always going to come back. And
Why is it always going to come back? I want to say that.
well,
it's like,
you're always going to say why, because we already know turnover rates is always a year.
mm-hmm.
You know, like it's sort of expected. Like
hasn't even been a year.
and we don't control people's lives. We don't control if they want to leave, they can leave.
Yeah.
You know, they can leave the next day. They can put in their 2 weeks notice.
Yeah.
But the thing with us is they're not even employees, so they can. There's no contract.
Right.
Yeah. So you can't hold them reliable.
Well,
Yeah.
I understand that, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it a lot over the last 2 days or so, because it's like, well, if I understand that truth, and so do I accept the fact that we just go through this very stressful thing of trying to find somebody? Like, do I just accept that, or is there a better way to do it?
No, you just need to accept it until you can actually pay these person, like if you can employ them full time, then that's a different story. Mm-hmm. When you employ someone, they have to follow those standard procedures where, yeah, send me a 2 weeks notice before you actually take off, or within the standard procedures, since wedding photography is a different job than most jobs, mm-hmm. because you're held accountable for these wedding dates. Yeah. You finish off those events, then you take off.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's whatever regulations that you put forward in that standard of procedure. So I feel that's the flexibility with our business, is that we can make those contracts.
Right.
Yeah. And these contracts have to be renewed probably every 2 quarters or once every year.
Yeah.
Things like that. And we also have a scheduling conflict, so we gotta just make sure to set ourselves a reminder, which I did, to remind us every month to see everyone's current availability. You know, making sure.
Yeah, I saw you had that.
Yeah, just checking in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not kind of just rely on Google. Will remind them, or they got a new phone, or their phone broke, and they got. You know, we can't control all those things.
Yeah.
So, but what we can control is just a reminder.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a long time ago, just because I feel I'm so comfortable that John was dedicated to our business, and every weekend he already knew we have an event. So he already expects it, and I'm like already expecting he's there.
Mm-hmm.
So there was less things to worry about. It was a lot just chill, more relaxed. But then now, as we are branching out, we're having like multiple teams, we're having multiple crews. I think we can't just sit back anymore because there's too many heads now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was like, well, we're trying to grow or whatever,
mm-hmm.
but it's always like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It always seems like.
it's a steady growth. That's why.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be a quick growth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a steady growth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think for the next, or I guess moving forward, because I'm trying to redefine this team as we're growing. It's like, okay, let's show the world we have a team.
Yeah.
And then doing that, it's like you kind of make preemptive moves that are too early to make. Like you're trying to show people you have a team, but in essence, the team is not even there with you, which is like, I don't like this feeling of fake it till you make it. So I was like, I'm going to scrap this idea and readjust what we're doing, which is we can steadily, slowly build a team. I'm still working off the hire slowly, fire quickly.
Yeah.
And just be so methodical about the hiring on of people or the training or whatever, because the standard is just so high or whatever. So it's like, well, in order for us to do that, again, comes into like releasing the emotionality or the attachment to this vision that you had, which I think is, I think presenting itself to be the hardest thing within this adolescent phase of business, like to get truly free of your business and not be like attached to it to the hip all the time. It's like, that's the daily grind. It's like, okay, if I'm trying to set up a system where we're not deathly attached to this business, where we can actually transfer over into something else, because we have to start thinking about that now, which that's what we're trying to do, but it just seems impossible sometimes to make that transfer.
Well, it is possible, but it's possible.
You tell yourself that, right? You tell yourself it's possible, because if you say yourself it's impossible, it gets very, very daunting very quick and very depressing, because you so want to do so many things. You know, I have so many ideas, whatever, but I can't make certain moves. For example, I know Jenna's going to be very great. She has so much potential, but I can't feel freedom to market the crap out of her if I don't feel that she has a solid second behind her. For example, and you as well. Right? And video as well. Like video, like I feel like I can't market the crap out of video, even though we're getting videography only inquiries. There's so much I have to wait upon, because Marcus is only one man. He cannot stretch himself that thin. You know, and I want to respect the boundaries of our teammates. So it's like the mind boggles. That's what kind of keeps me up. It's like,
but the cool thing is you're focused on one thing.
I'm definitely focused on it. It's like, dude, I want this to work, and
it's just this. So
you're telling yourself it's possible, but is it? Is it? I don't know. I really don't know.
It is possible. Because
it feels like that
other
today.
Companies have done it already.
Yeah, but they sacrifice something for it, right?
Well, I mean, the
Linen Jersey models, the perfect
they did
example.
Different tactics.
Yeah.
They are different than us in a way that we don't go out to our community.
But that's our choice,
and stuff.
That's
our choice. So it's different. We're going to find our way in a different way. I don't know what it is, but we'll find it.
I don't know what it is yet. I think that's the most challenging thing. I think this year too is like, we're supposed to be a lot more reserved and take our time with shit this year. That's also been a challenge, to like have patience, I think. Because I feel it's like the whole house thing. It's like, I think I'm ready to take this step. I think I'm ready to do this thing, whatever. And then something gets thrown in your way and you're like, oh, damn.
I mean, life is, how you expressed it is very much like life. There's always going to be something in the way.
You're like, I'm ready. And then somebody stuffs your mouth with a sock. You're not ready. You're not ready. Sit down. I'm like, oh, sorry.
But just remind yourself, you'd rather be stuck in a 9 to 5 or go through this grind.
Fuck no, I don't want to be a 9 to 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you gotta be stuck in this grind.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
forgive my complaining, but if it sounds like complaining, these are the real things of what a business owner thinks about.
Mm-hmm.
In order for us to be like real, because I don't want to come on here and be like this is the stuff that we're going through,
Yeah.
or that I'm going through anyway on my end and my role and what I'm trying to bring to the table. And I think discussing it is only going to be better because, for one, like if you get too caught up in your head and you feel like you're alone on the subject, or you feel like, oh, why, like you're not, other people are having the same goddamn problem, same thing as you. So I feel like if I talk about it, it kind of joins that kind of collective energy where I go, okay, cool. So I've kind of put it out there, and we start putting out the message that we're looking for somebody serious, and again, changing the tone of how we say it. Like, how do we say it in a way where I can get to the person that I want quicker?
Yeah.
How do I make that process faster? And just kind of cut out all the bullshit in between. And so that's what we're trying to do right now too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel you had many different ways of approaching and recruiting, so this is a different way.
Yeah.
You went directly to the source that
they're already second shooting.
Yeah, they're already photographers.
That's good.
So you're not getting like a pool of like just different
random
people. Yeah, random people. So now you're getting a pool directly from the source.
Yeah, so. Yeah. I'm trying to combine the way that I found Qua with a little bit more direct approach where it's like, I just need to know, can you do the job?
Yeah, my question, I mean, I feel what's different about us, and I'm very thankful that we're husband and wife as well as business partners, right? Not a lot of people have that. And if you were to do it just by yourself, being a wedding photographer in the wedding business, I'm only talking about the wedding business, wedding photography business, it's difficult. Yeah, I don't think
it's still difficult.
It is still difficult having a partner that's full time, right?
Yeah.
But then I could only imagine by yourself.
Yeah.
It
hard.
I don't think you can. I mean, I'm not going to put you down or anything.
Yeah.
But I just know there's even more steps to get where you want to be.
And you got to like fight with yourself. Oh man, I was having a war with myself the other day because I'm like, when you come up against a wall as a business owner to make decisions, like, how am I going to hire somebody? That's a pretty big decision. Or how am I going to change the way that I train people? That's a pretty big decision. So I was like having a friggin' war inside my brain. So I turned on Beyonce, and that made it a little bit better.
I feel
like too many choices.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of how those big Fortune 500s, right? Yeah, they took a lot of capital. So is it the capital that really made it intriguing for people to wanting to work for them?
Maybe. I don't. Yeah, I think that's part of it.
Like they can take care of them. They can feel safe in the company because they're being taken care of with like all the benefits, a stability in job, all of that, right?
Well, what about that plus they have other people to worry about finance or marketing, so that's taken away. So if they truly wanted to be CEO or whatever, like they could just do CEO things.
Yeah.
Like me, I find myself having to market, to shoot, to market this other thing, to train, to blog, to web develop, to design. Like, what the fuck? I do all the things. You do all the things.
Yeah.
So if you're to like,
so it's capital
to hire out.
Yeah, capital to hire out
to free your brain.
Yeah.
And to provide security.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a lot of money.
It is a lot. That's so that's how I kind of see it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want the right players, you gotta invest in the right players. Can
I ask you, if you're investing now, you're getting to investing with the stocks and stuff like that. I know it's on the table.
Yeah, when I invest in stocks, when they make quarterly executive decisions, they send me an email to see I have to vote. I was like, cool, this is
I
crazy.
know, I got one too. I was
Oh, you
like,
got one?
I don't know.
Yeah, so I was like, you're a part of their company.
Yeah, yeah.
You
put in money.
you put in money and you believe in their company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So my question is, with that idea, would you be willing to do that with our company?
Like, you have to put your company on public. You have to put it public.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which public is very.
I mean, the only reason to go that way is you were making already the potential of millions of dollars.
Yeah, but In-N-Out's not even public.
Well, they refuse. They refuse to be public.
It. Yeah, but then they still grew in their own system.
You know why? Because they want control. But
Yeah.
what they're controlling is a product. It's a commodity. It's not a service, and that's a big difference between service-based and product-based.
Still service.
Because you can scale. No, but the food itself, you can scale the food. The people, they still have to train the people.
Yeah.
But there's a big difference between our product is this service.
Mm-hmm.
You get some photos too, but you have to be the one to do it.
Yeah.
And edit it and deliver it. So it's kind of not on the same playing field in terms of scalability.
Mm-hmm. The capital is a big thing, I feel.
Well, the fact that somebody will say, or I've read somewhere, service-based businesses are not scalable, and then that always kind of creeps into my mind in terms of like when I hit those rough patches where it's like, dude, can we freaking do this the way that we want to? And then I hear that in the back of my mind, like, it's not scalable, fool. Like, it's not gonna go.
Art can be scalable if you charge a premium.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that. We talked about this already.
Then you become like anyone else in that gallery, just standing around until someone buys.
But you want to be in there. You want to be shooting and all that stuff. Yeah. I mean, I thought back to when it was just you.
Yeah.
Just shooting. And if I were to take care of all of your admin, that would be the simplest way. And then you have one person in the team.
Yeah.
One. And you're like, are you good? And you know this person.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I'm good. Okay, cool. I'll see you tomorrow. It's so easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those were the days, man.
Yeah, but there are also other days when you can be the next, Ann Levelvit or whatever her name is.
Is that your goal?
No.
Yeah. So.
Well, I really don't know what my goal in photography is. It just kind of comes out sporadically. It becomes its own thing.
You don't have a goal in photography?
Well, not anymore.
What was your goal?
My goal was, I already tapped it out. Like, I found my style. I know how I want to shoot. Yeah, I'm always exploring, but it's not a goal. Yeah.
You really don't have a goal, though?
No, my other goal is to, find
I don't
a
know
new venture.
I don't know your goal.
Yeah.
I'm asking you.
Well, I mean, you're asking me. I don't know. I don't have any goals.
The monkey is activated again. The monkey is like.
Yeah, I currently don't have goals right now.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. Why are we here? Seriously, you don't know goals?
No, I'm too relaxed that I don't. All I can think about is just to do my job right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to, set myself like this year. I feel like I'm just let me just do the motions.
Yeah.
Versus like trying to how I normally have it, like a futuristic goal, and then
Oh, cool. Okay, so that makes me feel a lot better because I was feeling like major pressure to be like doing all this shit and booking all this shit. But if
no, like
if we're like super no goals.
No, for like booking, of course. There's I would call that a quota. We need quotas. Yeah, but the goal and stuff like it's something different. Yeah, we always need a quota in order to live.
Yeah.
Yearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's not a goal.
That's kind of a goal.
I mean, if you want to put it, you want to make it as a goal.
You want to live, right?
Yeah. Fine. Yeah. I want a goal.
Don't you want to live?
Yeah, I want a goal to live. Okay. That's mainly it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, well, that readjusts a lot of things in terms of...
If I want to say, spitting out, futuristic goal is to eventually move on from this place. Or another goal is to have a product like your coffee thing to be self-sustainable, and
Okay.
that will be where we'll transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like,
But
what?
then you're talking about current goals. There aren't any current goals. I mean, we already hit our mark
Oh, you mean
on
like short
yeah,
term?
short-term goals.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I see. I would say my short term goal is to. I mean, the second shooter thing is really an issue.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you don't worry because you have one.
Currently, yeah.
Yeah. So, which was supposed to be for Jenna, I must say.
Who else was it supposed
Yeah.
to be?
Well, and then John left, so that's why I was like,
Oh, I
oh
see.
shit. Okay. I put all this energy into finding Qua,
Yeah.
and then we got a winner, but then now we have to do that again. You have to strike gold again.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to strike gold twice.
Well, let's talk about your family. I mean, why? Again.
Why?
Yeah, why did she cancel?
Oh, she made a mistake.
Is it a mistake?
She just told me it was her mistake.
Or is it always our mistake for not double checking?
It's always our mistake. It's always
Yeah.
our fault.
Okay.
Yeah. As you're the owner of the company, it's your fault. Everything is your fault.
Okay.
So I was like, all right. So I'll just.
But then you said you added her multiple times.
Mhm.
So how is it our mistake?
It's our mistake for not double checking, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's what it is. Like you say, is to be light with it.
Yeah.
But in what I was going through, I was like, I didn't try to freak out at first.
Mm-hmm.
I try to be forgiving and understandable. I think I am. I am forgiving and understandable.
Yeah.
But it just puts you in a tight spot when you're like, okay, well, now I got to go find somebody.
I see.
So,
would you say is it professional?
as a professional, I'm upset. I'm very frustrated. I'm very, very upset.
No, like I'm asking you, is it professional?
It's not professional.
It's not professional.
It's
right?
not. Yeah. And I was thinking about too the way like doing business with family is like really tricky sometimes because it can be the best thing ever because you click, your family, you gel, you trust.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be able to trust.
Yeah.
Like implicitly. And so when that doesn't happen or something gets in the way of that, and it doesn't necessarily have to be anybody's fault.
Yeah.
I mean, in the end, it's always our fault. Like, it emotionally very draining because I'm not a robot. I'm trying to be a robot about it because I want to forgive the fact that humans are human. I'm human too. And so I want to do that. I genuinely want to do and be more forgiving and be understanding, blah, blah, blah. But now there's just this thing in the air that is just like, oh, you weren't there for me. That's what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't there for us. You weren't there for me.
Yeah.
When I asked you to be, and then you said that you agreed to.
Yeah.
So any sort of like disappointment like that can just be, it can hang with you. I think especially too with the type of person that I am, I'm like, I shall not forget. But then I feel like I'm aware of that. I'm aware of how I can be that way. Yeah. So I try to write it down and be full of intention to forgive.
Yeah.
To be compassionate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. That's why I took a nap yesterday because I'm just so emotionally drained.
Oh, I see.
I was like, I'm thinking not only that letdown with this person, but I'm also thinking about the work that I'm doing today, which is very emotionally stressful when everybody tells me, no, I'm not available for you.
Yeah.
And then the anxiety that also builds up in me that says, you're going to have to do it, Meg.
Uh-huh.
Once again, you're going to have to do it. Because somewhere along the line you didn't double check or whatever. Or also too is like you're going to have to deal again with your own demons because you have anxiety and you have IBS, and you're going to have to deal through that whole bullshit again. Exactly why you wanted to get out of this field, and now you're going to have to deal with it again on May 4th.
Oh, I see.
Because somebody let you down. Right? And so I was like, all that starts to build in my head.
I feel like
the way that I think about second shooting and the way that I tried to plan.
Yeah.
I tried to plan for over a year ago.
Right?
So that I've set myself up to do my job, and I set you up to do your job. Right? Like, I try to do that with everybody. But then whatever gets in the way, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Try to turn on my robot brain so I can let go and not get attached or not be emotionally affected by it.
I say you have to act more like a boss. You're too light.
Too light?
Yeah. You're a boss.
How would you do it?
I would say if you have power, yeah, go find someone else. You're done. Yeah. It's in real world, like.
But you wouldn't do that if it was your family.
Well, I mean, when John wanted to go, John wanted to go.
No. That's a different situation.
Yeah.
If John said he was going to tell you he was going to be there,
yeah.
and then said, no, I can't make it, I already planned this whole thing, can you do it? And then you'd be like, all right. And then you'd still work with him.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
you'd still work with him.
I'll work with him. But is he a person that screwed me over like many times? That's a different story.
No. Like, so say they follow the same pattern.
Yeah.
And not screwed you over. That's pretty harsh.
Yeah.
Maybe they just whatever the fact, right? They maybe were not as dependable as you wanted them to be.
Yeah.
In your expectation. You would still work with them. I still see it the way you deal with other people who are related to you. So it's hard to deal with that. It's hard to just say, you can't really say no to your family.
Yeah.
It's very hard. You do the same thing.
To who?
To Steven. To, well, people that are not even related to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other workers, I won't name any names.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking mad shit. Or frustration, not mad shit. You're frustrated with how they've handled a situation. Still work with them.
Okay.
Right? Because you forgive that. You forgive it. And that's what I want to do. I want to be forgiving. I'm still going to be human. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be angry that I was let down.
I guess I'm dealing with it differently than you are.
I think you would deal with it in the same way.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But I guess I don't put too much stress in a way that I'm like, okay, I'm going to just find someone.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
You know, I'm giving my time to discuss it now, which is like, this is how I feel about it.
But I still feel, don't deal with family anymore. Just keep it that way.
I don't know. We go back and forth with it. You say that now, and we've already said that.
We already dealt with a family member that barely even shot for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Let's go. Let's move on.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see. I mean, that's the hard thing. It's like, it's either that, right? It's either that or what we're going through right now, which is people who really don't give a shit about you.
Who do you know that doesn't give
We've
a
had
shit?
many. We've had many in that case. And they haven't, and they show their true colors when it came down to it.
Well, those people aren't worthy to work with us, so why are we even going to keep them? You know, like,
I know, but that's what we're gonna run into, hiring this new
but it's
string,
business.
You know,
now we just need to think about it as it's just business, and that's how business works. And not a lot of people give shit when they work for McDonald's, Taco Bell, or whatever. You know, until you pay them like a reasonable salary. Yeah, until you give them benefits, like I said. So you can't expect much.
I see.
Yeah. but you gotta expect that they do the job
Right.
and are professional, and you put down the rules.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
I'm
all.
trying to be light about it. It's
Yeah,
like, I don't want to hang on to it. So
yeah.
it's just, it is what it is. It's like,
It's
okay.
a fire hire, fire hire. I
Yeah.
mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks.
Mhm.
It sucks that you cannot build a company that it has to be built. The team has to be built on money. It kind of doesn't make sense. The team that I want to build.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's business.
Yeah.
Yeah, how I see it, people are always reaching for, especially when they live in California, everyone is going for money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
People leave jobs just to get a higher pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll never
yeah,
know.
it's America. Every 2 years, they're not satisfied with their pay. They move on. They go
Yeah.
find something else.
Yeah.
It's never a job that they studied for.
Yeah.
It's, you know,
Yeah.
photography. If you're a photographer, yeah, you get to do what you like.
Yeah.
But I just don't know.
Yeah. I'm like, what if you like this?
Yeah.
And you're telling me you like it,
Yeah.
right? I'm thinking of somebody else, like a other random hire, and they're like, yeah, I got all the things, all the stuff, and then we give you opportunity to shoot. We take care of the business portion of getting a lead and booking a client and all
Yeah.
that stuff, and you get to do you get to shoot.
Yeah.
And I try to make that really like apparent, like, hey, like we're a team, like I'm doing this part,
Yeah.
or we're doing this part. Please just do this part. And it's just really hard to find somebody who will like understand that,
Yeah.
unless they've maybe they have to go through the ringer themselves and know how hard it is to book leads and to build a brand and all that stuff, and to book a meeting at a price that's not shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go book a wedding, but like for $1,200.
I really don't know what, I mean, this wedding photography business is quite, I mean, people have been doing wedding photography for a long time, right?
Ever.
But then to build a company on providing a really great product, right? Has
Mhm.
never been done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Never been done. I haven't seen a photography business, right? That's been sustainable for a long time. I think probably Joe Barnett is probably the oldest one.
Is it just him?
But it's him, his wife, and I think his son or something, right?
So
It's
you either got to be fucking married or
Yeah.
like directly related to them.
Yeah. To be that
Because
long.
you will not
Yeah.
give this sort of passion to something other than your own creation, your own
Yeah.
baby, your own family. Of course, right? It's like duh.
Yeah, I haven't seen
So
anything.
that's why, Chi,
Yeah.
when you're like, it's possible, I'm like, I don't fucking think it's possible, and I'm like pulling out my eyebrows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, as you just said, as you just illustrated, to scale a wedding photography business at a high quality, your
Mhm.
standards are high. My standards are high.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
So it's like,
So what do you want to do? Go public?
no, we can't. I mean, you'd have to show
Yeah.
you'd have to show as shareholders that you make over millions of dollars for it to be a public company.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're trying to break, 300,000.
Yeah.
So, that's my conundrum. That's why I get a little bit
Mhm.
tired and I get emotionally drained and I got to go take a nap for like 3 hours in the middle of the day randomly because I'm like, it's overwhelming. I'm overwhelmed with the fact that, maybe our future, what we've been striving for,
Yeah.
the ultimate goal of like creating maturity into our company is maybe not accessible. And
Well, I mean, we already have plans for the future.
Mhm.
Yeah, we already know what we're going to do.
Oh, what are we going to do? I didn't know.
Invest in homes.
Oh, I didn't know that. You go back and forth. You're talking to me like you got it all figured out right now, but you're not. Don't be lying.
Like, I just feel like all that I'm saving up for is for that,
For homes.
Yeah, for homes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm like, we already have three properties.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well get two more properties and
Okay.
then live it up.
Well, I need to know because I don't
Yeah.
want to slave away at something that is not possible.
Yeah, I say just work till we're 45 or 50 or something, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the pressure of the quality of KLV photography often puts a damper on how I feel I can move. And I mean, I'm not a photographer, right? So like I just
Well, this conversation is pretty mixed, so I
take your
really
lead.
don't know.
Well, that's why I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's like if we're not clear where we want to go, why the fuck should I like ache or be stressed about it? Like if I feel like we know, like I know where we're going.
Tell you the future.
I know that.
Yeah.
But like if I feel like less, it just feels like what you demand of me. Like when we find people, it could be a little impossible at times.
What's the demand?
Well, they have to shoot in the way that we need them to shoot.
Well, yeah, because we don't, like I said already, we don't shoot like how they shoot. Everyone that comes to shoot with us thinks they're a lead. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very, very.
Yeah, I'm saying it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like the pool of to find these people is just quite tough.
It's quite tough, yeah. Or else we can start doing like, oh, and there's only one photographer in every package.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be better.
And then you just get rid of
the second thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Henry did it for so long.
Yeah, but
and he's very successful.
Yeah, and if you do get rid of the second, then I guess it's definitely doable. I mean,
it's so doable.
Yeah. It's like I just need 1 hour before with the guys, and then the rest I'll be over there.
Until we're ready to make that expansion, I feel like, to me, it feels like we want to take that big step, right?
Yeah.
And just like buying a house or getting something really crazy cool, and you're like, you think you're ready for it, but then you're not, and you find out the hard way.
Yeah, or you can just find like anyone, right?
It can't be just anyone, of course.
Well, I'm just speaking out loudly. Like, yeah, you can just find someone, right? This show is gonna be boring. Yeah, this is like a meeting. It's not. Yeah.
Well,
I don't think you need to listen into what like our business meeting. Yeah.
I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, this is for real
it's
deal.
It's very freaking dry.
It's the real deal McNeil. Yeah. And I think it will help. It's helping me too. Just to let you know. Because if I talk to you behind closed doors, I think the frustration in us will get the better of us. And I think doing it live, it kind of mediates us.
Yeah, but I don't like to spill it all out on here.
Well, you don't have to spill it all out. But for me to ask you plainly.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe to ask you to help me through this. Like you're sitting over there very relaxed, and it looks like you're fucking on your own. So I want to ask you for help and your support so that I can be a better support.
Yeah, so I feel like if anything, we just up everything an hour. If it's just if you find a second shooter, right, that doesn't shoot in our style, or I mean, they have a decent style, right, but then they don't know our workflow. We just, you know, you already have it all painted in a book, so just have them look at that. But then I'm still going to do my own thing. They don't need to know that. But I'll do the getting ready for the guys an hour earlier, so that's all done and taken care of. I'll do the guy portraits, and they can just, you know, capture whatever. It's basically what you did when you were shooting for me. You didn't really do any, like, you did do your part, but then I basically took over and did everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it worked fine. It was like I was backup, basically.
Yeah, you're just pretty much backup.
Yeah.
Until when John came, it's when I started to relax a little bit about it.
Uh-huh.
But then now I'm just going to be everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you and Qua have a good chemistry. I'm saying for like Jenna doesn't really have anybody.
Well, yeah, then Jenna would have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she would have to kind of not think there is a second photographer. You just need to be both. You have to just shoot the entire wedding yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, John did that for a long time.
Yeah.
He basically would just do most of the
and
things.
you can.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you already know it, she knows the role of a second shooter.
It's
already.
the timing part of it. Yeah, it's no big deal. It's a little adjustment. Plenty of people did photography. Like we were lucky to have two people.
So what we do is you just speak to the client. All right, I need the guys ready from 1 to 2. You just pay Jenna more. It comes out our pocket that she covers that time.
Yeah.
And then she moves on to the girls. And then after like the first look and everything.
Yeah, you're right. We don't have to talk about this.
Yeah. So.
No, I get you. I get you. Yeah.
So you just make sure she's able to travel for every activity throughout the day.
Right. Yeah. It's just a timing issue.
Yeah. It's just
time. Yeah, well, yeah, that's my overall goal. Like always with this show, like don't get too stressed out about it. It's just for us to like dissect what's going on. I think, and like I told you, I had something to get off my chest because I needed to discuss it. I've been in my head for the last 2 days, and I haven't been feeling your support, so I had to ask you for it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's what I want moving forward, and I don't have to take it personally or anything anymore. I just be like, I'm kind of in my head about something. Can you support me on this? Yeah. So, and I think, and you were doing that. Like the moment I was able to calm down, I think, like in my tone or the way that I'm speaking about it, like you were still trying to help me find people or whatever.
Yeah.
And like your tone was calm.
Yeah.
So, like, thank you for that.
Because we've been through it already.
We've been through it already. Yeah. But it still feels more immediate for me because I'm handling all her stuff. Mm-hmm. Where it's like if it was switched, I would feel your urgency. I would definitely feel your urgency and your frustration if it was switched. And I wanted to feel supported. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the same way. So yeah, the show is always not for other people. It's for us. It's for us to give a little therapy to what happened in the week and what we're going through, and just to be better on the following day. Cool.
But I still feel about. I mean, that's a good strategy at how I handle that situation.
Yeah.
But for longevity of the business.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I'm thinking like if the lead photographer, so like for Jenna, we give her like responsibilities and milestones and everything in the company because people have to feel like they're growing.
Yes.
Right. They go seek the hiring system as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah. I don't know. I get a little bit like, I hate the feeling of stuck. I hate the feeling of like this. Like, it could go this way or it could go this way because you're dealing with somebody other than yourself or you, which I know which way you're going to move or want to move most of the time. So we can just, I guess, do our best.
Yeah.
Do our best. Let go.
So.
Not be so emotionally attached.
Mm-hmm.
Robot brain it. Robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess how I see it is like I don't hold a lot of things emotionally.
You would if it was reverse.
No, like when John couldn't shoot or something happened or whatever happened, right? No one could man the.
No, I'm not holding it. I'll make that clear.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about okay, now I've moved on or whatever.
Yeah.
But now it's like, well, now we got to find this person.
Yeah.
And again, I'm in that. It's not the letting go that is so daunting. It's the I got to find this other person. That's the part. That's like emotionally draining when everybody keeps telling you no.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, dang it, because I trust you. If I've asked you, I trust you.
Yeah.
Already, right? And then if all of the trusted people said no, you're like, shit. Now I got to start at ground zero, which is like I have to actually trust somebody I don't know. That's the hard part. That's the emotionally draining part.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're representing our brand. And when I talk to couples, when we talk to our couples, I want them to know that we're going to be there for them.
Yeah.
Duh.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like my choice is an extension of that.
Mm-hmm.
And their trust in us. So I just feel the weight of that when shit like this happens. And I feel the weight of that trust that the client extends to us.
Yeah.
And now I have to maybe extend it to a stranger.
Mm.
Thank God I can shoot. I'm really trying to avoid that. But thank God, right? Some people, like, if I was just a normal secretary or something who didn't have those skills, like, you'd be up shit's creek.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, yeah.
At least that should comfort me. I mean, that should comfort me. It doesn't really, because it makes me think of all the things that I already said. But at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, on a brighter note. Well, it was bright.
Yeah.
I want to reiterate, it's like, it's frustrating, yeah. But, like you said, would you want to do this, or you want to go work a 9 to 5 and commute? Fuck no, right?
I
Yay.
never worked a 9 to 5.
Yay, I'm here.
But I would say I can shoot an entire wedding myself rather than work for someone else. And I can definitely do that.
Yeah, you'll have fun.
Yeah.
If it's your passion, of course you'll do that. You'll shoot a 12-hour wedding by yourself versus a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And I feel like you won't even have to shoot that much.
Yeah.
Because you just...
Because you know.
No, because you don't need to sustain anyone else.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was thinking because you know what you need, right? You know what you want.
Yeah, you know what you
want.
Boom,
you get it.
You
You're not shooting a ton of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. There's choices. It's good that there's choices.
There's choices. Yeah.
We always have a choice. I think that's important for me to remember. It's like, hey, you always have a choice. Calm the fuck down.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I think I prefer the other setup because my head kind of hurts turning this way.
Oh, I thought the lighting was better this way.
The lighting is good, but I just like to look straight.
Okay. We can look straight. I'll just have a mirror and it'll be like you're looking at me.
Oh, yeah.
Huh, that would be better.
Yeah.
Or you could have looked here, Beam. But it's like we're looking down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put a mirror over there.
No, you don't need to put a mirror.
Because the other way looked kind of like too... Oh, maybe we'll leave it in the comments.
Yeah.
What do you guys like?
Well, I'm getting a head cramp.
Well, I was doing this, like turning my body.
Yeah.
So that I wouldn't have to turn my neck.
Yeah.
You could have turned your body like this. See?
Yeah, but I feel like it's too close.
You're too close to me?
No, it's just like too, like, you know how I talk like really freaking loud. So.
I know. I'm like, why? I'm right next to you.
I don't know why. Yeah. You got me
All
a
right.
little.
All right. So what's happening next week, and then we'll close.
What's happening next week? Just paddle boarding for now. Like that's all. I already set my schedule for next week. That I just want to paddle board in Newport for like 2 miles.
Oh, okay, cool. I will be getting ready to shoot, I guess. Yep.
That's not next week.
Well, I have to get ready. I have to get ready now. I have to prepare my body.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I thought you found someone.
I didn't yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
let's
see.
I think I'm gonna have to do it.
All right.
All right.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Stop.